Claude isn't giving you generic answers because it's overrated. It is because your prompts are only doing half the job. In this video, I'll show you a simple framework that makes Claude dramatically more useful. For the full free step-by-step course, check out the link down in the description. So we have Claude right here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like and then what we could do to improve that prompt. So what I could ask Claude right now in a new chat is help me with marketing. And if I send this, Claude is going to be confused as to what I need. So you can see it immediately asks for the task that I want, the outcome that I want. And it did not really help me with this generic activity prompt. So here you're saying help me with marketing, but marketing for what? On what scale? What sort of outcome you're looking for? Is there any metrics it needs to know about? Any sort of like brand voice, etc. You know, these things are really important when it comes to that final result that you get from Claude. So I just turned that prompt into an outcome version, which is create a 30-day content calendar with 3 weekly posts for beginner designers, including the hook, format, CTA, and production difficulty. So giving something like this is going to help Claude better visualize that final product and help you get there through the correct reasoning. So once I submit that prompt, it works its way through the skills and the different reasoning models it has, and it gave me a final document with the different content. So we can see it's titled that. We get the difficulty keys, which is something I asked for, production difficulty. We're getting the different weeks, week 1, week 2, 3, and 4. We got some notes here and 3 types of posts per week. So you can see how that was implemented with only one prompt. Second thing you should do is add relevant context to all of your prompts. In this prompt, I only asked for a 30-day content calendar. I didn't say for which platform, and you can see that Claude actually addressed that to me before giving me the calendar. Now, the platform is just one example of the many things that you could tell Claude. A few other examples are your audience, any previous work, some challenges your brand has, what your brand is about, and maybe a little bit more about the demographic that this content is going towards. If you wanted to use certain language or want to upload like a design book to Claude, that's also something you could do to add relevant context. So I'm just going to copy my prompt and I'm going to enhance it with that context that we talked about. So first of all, create a 30-day content calendar for Instagram with 3 weekly posts for beginner, let's say UI designers. So a little bit more detail about who my audience is, including the hook, format, CTA, and production difficulty. We can put a period here and add a little bit more about the type of content that I'm going for. So I aim to help designers with understanding website accessibility and keeping them up to date with the latest trends. So now I have given Claude a little bit more information about what the final product should include. So it's going to take this previous document and kind of update it to what I just provided Claude with. So here's my updated calendar. We can see that now it's UI designers, and then we have web accessibility and staying current with design trends. And all the little details are provided for me to implement, whether this is a written post, a video post, whatever it is that I want to do. It still maintained the previous things that I asked for, and this way I could kind of update it, tailoring it to exactly what I need. The third thing you could do is add constraints to help Claude avoid certain things in the final output. So a few examples for constraints could be tools that Claude cannot use, certain websites that you don't want it to research from, reading level, maybe some information that you don't want Claude to mention, output format, budget, and any other information that you want Claude to steer clear from. So here there are 2 constraints that I'm asking Claude to implement. The first constraint is that Claude needs to make sure that all the information it's writing here is 100% true. The second thing, I don't want it to mention Canva or any other tool here. So this is the before. I just want you guys to see what it looks like. We can see that it has Figma/Canva, and it has some information about like certain guidelines, and I just want to make sure that it's, you know, taking its time to extract true information and not, you know, inventing anything. So let's paste this in. So now we can see that it updated the document. I'm no longer seeing Canva, and it made the following following changes. You can also include some examples for Claude to look at, and that way it will give you something close to your inspirations or certain structures that you really like or maybe can't put into the prompt. So if there's a design that you really like, you can upload it here as a reference, have Claude take a look, and then make your content fit into that design. So what we're going to do is kind of change the structure of the content here. Before I asked for a hook, format, CTA, and difficulty. Now I wanted to include the myth and the fact for UI designers. So what I'm going to do is upload a post that I like that follows that format, and I'm gonna have Claude take a look at that and alter this document based off of it. So I just provided Claude with a reference image and I gave it this prompt: change the post structures as per the provided reference, use the length, writing style, and level of detail. So we're going to submit this and let's see how it changes this current document. So it made the changes and you can see that our document now looks very different. You can also have Claude interview you before actually completing a task. That way you can avoid spending that much time on refining the final product and making the preparations before Claude even begins doing the task. We're gonna do something similar, so make another calendar, but this time it is for brand designers, just to pivot the concentration of the content. Then we're going to put in this prompt. Before completing the task, ask me the minimum number of questions necessary to produce an excellent result. Ask one question at a time. Now I'm putting minimum here just for the sake of this video, but you can also put maximum or a certain number to make sure that Claude is fully understanding you. So let's put this in. So you can see that there's a pop-up now and I need to answer this according to my needs. Let's say we're going to focus on logos. That's the first question. The second question, we can keep the same structure. So now we have our calendar. It looks like this. It still has that myth structure, but this time it's for brand designers. We can also have Claude do more than just complete the task. It could start planning before doing the task, and it could do an evaluation after the task. This way we can have a full professional production cycle. So what we're going to do now is give a very simple prompt. So there we go. We have a before checklist and an after checklist, and I'm just going to send this into Claude. So now it has this saved in memory. I'm going to ask it to create another 30-day calendar, but this time it needs to apply these checklist items. So we can say build me another 30-day calendar, or we could say motion designers this time. So now we put in this prompt. You can see that it did step 1, step 2 is complete, 3 is done, 4 are the missing information that is going to ask me. So what should this calendar focus on for motion designers? I could say fundamentals for now. It could ask you more questions depending on the task that you're doing. But we're basically going to go through this checklist that we had Claude do. And this way we can make sure that our content is up to standard. Now this new document is up to my standard because Claude went over all the different checklist items that I provided. This is the critic loop. This is after the document was produced, and these are the different checklists for even before it starts working on this calendar. Now that I have this calendar, I could turn it into an interactive tool for me to use. So we're going to have Claude turn this calendar into a nice checklist so that I could always come back here, revise a content or just do a little check mark just for the satisfaction. Turn this into an interactive checklist with a calendar view because this is ultimately a calendar. So here is my interactive calendar checklist tool. It looks pretty good. I have a progress bar. I have a little bit of a description up here, and I could checklist the following items, and you can see that it gets highlighted on the calendar as well. So that's how I could take a regular document and turn it into something more engaging for me and something that is tailored to my need. Now to summarize all that we did, we can put everything in a master prompt, and that's going to look like this. So create a whatever you want to do for this platform with the following length and quantity for your audience. Include whatever you need that are specific and your aim. You can put your constraints right here, and then you could use a reference. This is going to be, added with a plus. It could be a PDF, a picture, a link, anything that you want. We can use some references here with this section and then the checklist for before and after completing the task. And finally, it can show you the document and then turn it into that interactive tool once you approve. Now you can use this template for anything that you need. This way you can make sure that all of your outcomes from Claude are consistent, detailed, follow a certain standard, and are just not your average generic responses. That's how you can stop getting average answers from Claude. And remember, our free Claude course is linked below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.